It's an abandoned boat loading station. Another place there. Be close to the lake.
Probably didn't hear a word I just said.
That's okay.
Yeah, down here at the lake. It's an abandoned boat station. Boat loading area. Oh wow. It is so hot. My Bible is disintegrating. Matthew 21. When they came near to Jerusalem and came to Bethphage, the Mount of Olives, then Yeshua sent two taught ones, saying to them, "Go into the village opposite you, and straightway you shall find a donkey tied to and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them to me. And if anyone says whatever to you, you shall say, the master needs them, and immediately you shall send them." All this took place that it might be fulfilled what was spoken by the prophet Ezekiel, saying, "Say to the daughter of Zion, see, your sovereign is coming to you meek and sitting on a donkey, even a colt, the foal of a donkey." That's right, that's Ezekiel. His taught ones went out, and having done as Yeshua ordered, they brought the donkey and the colt and laid their garments on them, and he sat on them. And most of the crowd spread their garments on the way, while others cut down branches from trees and spread them on the way. And the crowds who went before and those who followed cried out, saying, "Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he coming in the name of Yahweh! Hosanna in the highest." Psalms 118. As he entered into Jerusalem, and the city was stirred, saying, "Who is this?" The crowd said, "This is Yeshua, the prophet from Nazareth of Galilee." And Yeshua went into the set-apart place of Elohim and drove out the money changers, all those buying and selling in the set-apart place, overturned the tables of the money changers and the seats of those who sold doves. He said to them, "It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer." Isaiah 56. "But you have made it a den of robbers." Jeremiah 7:11. Blind and the lame ones came to him in the set-apart place, and he healed them. But when the chief priests and scribes saw the wonders which he did, and the children crying out in the set-apart place and saying, "Hosanna to the Son of David," they were greatly displeased. Go figure. He said to them, "Do you hear what these say?" And Yeshua said, "Yes." Have you ever read, "Out of the mouth of babes and nurslings you have perfected praise"? That's Psalms 8. Having left them, he went out of the city to Bethania, spent the night there. Returning to the city early in the morning, he became hungry, and seeing a single fig tree by the way, he came to it, found not on it but leaves, and he said to it, "Let no fruit grow on you ever again." Immediately the fig tree withered. Taught one, seeing it, marveled, saying, "How did this fig tree wither so quickly?" Yeshua answered and said to them, "Truly I say to you, if you have belief, do not doubt, you shall not only do what was done to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain," this is Mount Hermon, full of idolatry. "If you say to this mountain, be moved and be thrown into the sea, it shall be done. Whatever you ask in prayer, believing, you shall receive it." I see a mountain standing in the way. He had come to this set-apart place, and the chief priests and the elders of the people came to him as he was teaching and said, "By what authority are you doing these? And who gave you this authority?" And Yahushua said to them, "I shall ask you one question too, which if you answer me, I shall also say to you by what authority I do these." The immersion of Yohanan, where did it come from? From heaven or from men? They reasoned among themselves, saying, "If we say from heaven, he shall say to us, then why did you not believe him? But if we say from men, we fear the crowd, for all hold Yohanan as a prophet." They answered Yeshua and said, "We do not know." He said to them, "Neither do I say to you by what authority I do these." They've denied the Spirit, so he denies them. The Spirit of truth, the Spirit of the Torah. Understand, this is the entire Passover encapsulated. You go all the way back to the book of Exodus, you'll see you take a first-year lamb and you take it on the 10th day and you inspect it to make sure that it has no blemish, and that lamb lives with you in your household for 4 days. You treat it like it's your own, and then on the 4th day you slaughter it. And this is what's happening. They're testing him to see that he's without blemish. This is completely right out of Exodus. What did you think? A man had 2 sons, and he came to the first and said, "Go, son, do my work in the vineyard." He answered and said, "Do not wish to." But afterwards he repented and went. Having come to the second, he said similarly, and he got answering said, "I go, master," but he did not go. Which of the 2 did the desire of the Father? They said to him, "The first." Yeshua said to them, "Truly I say to you, the tax collectors and the whores are entering into the reign of Elohim before you do." Because they received the word. They received it with gladness. They received it with joy. They didn't get bitter or jealous or go asking questions. Yohanan came to you in the way of the righteous, and you did not receive him. But tax collectors and whores believed him. And when you saw it, you did not repent afterwards to believe him. Hear another parable. There was a certain man, a householder, who planted a vineyard and placed a hedge around it and dug a winepress in it and built a watchtower. It's Isaiah 5. And he leased it to farmers and went abroad. When the season of the fruits drew near, he sent his servants to the farmers and received its fruit. The farmers took his servants and beat one, and they killed one, and they stoned another. Again, he sent other servants, more than the first, and they did likewise to them. And at last he sent his own son to them, saying, "They shall respect my son." But when the farmers saw the son, and they did said among themselves, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, and let us possess his inheritance." They took him and threw him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, when the master of the vineyard comes, what shall he do with these evil farmers? They said to him, "Evil ones, he shall bring them to evil destruction and lease the vineyard out to farmers, and who shall give him the fruits in their season?" Yeshua said to them, "Did you never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders have rejected has become the chief cornerstone? This was from Yahuwah, and it is marvelous in our eyes." Psalms 118. Because of this, I say to you, the reign of Elohim shall be taken from you and given to a nation bringing forth the fruits of it. He who falls on this stone shall be broken, and on whomever falls it shall be pulverized. The chief priests and the Pharisees, having heard his parables, knew that he was speaking of them. Seeking to lay hands on him, they feared the crowds, seeing they held him to be a prophet. It's a word of warning to all you religious people. That whole chapter is a word of warning to all you religious people. Swallow a camel and strain out a gnat. who show a form of godliness but deny the power thereof. Anyway, see you later.